And I'm probably bigger loser than you. I'm probably bigger loser than most of people watching this. And the other choice is to take advantage of the circumstances that you have. And this is the main premise of this video. If you have just been defeated, if you haven't achieved the goal you always wanted, if you feel like it just doesn't make sense and you feel a little bit down, maybe more than a little bit down, and you just don't know what to do with your life, I want you to realize a few simple things that will help you get from the defeat mindset to the mindset of abundance and the mindset of using this defeat for your own advantage, because that's the purpose of the defeat. That's what I believe defeat is. Defeat is an experience which just happened, like everything happens in this world. And defeat, you can either be crushed by it or you can use it for your benefit. So there are always two ways basically to approach things. And the first one, of course, is react to them the way that you are supposed to, the way everyone supposed to react. And it's basically to be sad, to be maybe a little bit depressed, to feel down and just feel like a sore loser. The other mindset is the mindset of taking advantage of the defeat that already happened, reviewing your expectations, reviewing your goals, checking your standards, and using this pain, this fear, this aggression to actually improve, to actually get better. You see, we always think that when we are defeated, when something doesn't happen, when it doesn't work with this particular woman you wanted, maybe you train sport for a long time and you think like you're gonna absolutely win, maybe you wanna get this better business deal, better grade at school, and you try your best, and sometimes you just feel like it doesn't work, and then it really doesn't, and you're crushed. You did your best and somehow it didn't work, and well, it really feels crushing. It really feels like, there is no hope, we are useless, and whatever, like it doesn't matter how it feels, because you already know how it feels if you just experience this defeat. The point is to have the mindset of going forward no matter what happens, and using all the tools that are available to you to find a way to win, whichever field of life it is. You see, I train boxing. I love this sport, and when I started sparring, it wasn't that long ago. I trained for a long time, but I really didn't spar. So I said, yeah, this is the time to fight. This is the time to spar. And I pick up the guy who was bigger than me, who was better in many ways, more experienced, and I was absolutely sure that I would win, that I would find a way. And I didn't win. And believe me, it really hurt, because I love boxing. This is something that's always on my mind. This is something, I praise myself for. This is something I'm into. I think about it, about all of these strategies, all of this stuff. I just keep thinking about it. And the guy just beat me. And I wasn't as good as I thought I was. I didn't do as well as I thought I would. As a matter of fact, I did poorly in my opinion. And it was bad. But instead of being crushed by it, sitting at home depressed and whatnot, I decided to change things. I decided, okay, it's a time for adjustments. It's a time to relearn things. It's a time to find a way to actually win. And instead of using this defeat, these bad circumstances, and being sad, being crushed by them and crushing myself, I immediately thought about the rematch. I immediately thought about improving. And you know what? Eventually we boxed together 5 times and I was the better one. I won, I came back, I found a way, and now the guy is being outclassed. And then guess what happened? I fought some national champion and I got my ass beat. And then I fought him again and I also got my ass beat. So, even though I didn't rematch this guy, even though this defeat is in me, it didn't happen that long ago, like I think almost 3 months ago or so. It still hurts. It still hurts, and it was probably the most crushing defeat, because as I said, I had already beaten that first guy. I already thought that, yeah, I got this, it's all good, now I figured it out. Because I lost, I picked myself up, so now I'll be winning, right? And I wasn't winning. I lost again. So I just couldn't believe it. Even though I lost to a way better guy, I was really crushed, and this defeat is still in me. So it's not like now I have the world figured out and I'm gonna say, yeah, I mean, I'm on a winning streak and whatnot. No, it's still in me. Now I have a little bit of a break from boxing, because I'm focusing on other things, but I'm still training. I'm still thinking about the things to improve. See, this defeat, even though it hurts me till this day, it doesn't really matter, because I use this pain, I remember the pain of defeat to improve, to stick to the principles, to stick to the basics, to improve as much as I can in boxing, and to learn the sweet science. I'm not there to just complain. I'm not there to think how bad I was, how I could have done better. When I train, I don't train now for the sake of, I don't know, whatever, showing off, doing what I want. I do what I have to do to improve and to get better. And this is the point of the defeat. We all lose in life. Sometimes you want things so badly. Sometimes you just want them. And sometimes they just don't work out no matter what you do. And we gotta deal with it. You gotta realize that maybe it wasn't the time. Maybe this defeat was necessary. What the hell was this defeat trying to teach me? And it sounds stupid. It's, it sounds like some philosophy and whatever, but like, what choice do you really have? Like, you have the first choice be to be crushed down, to literally collapse, as a person, whatever, and the other choice is to take advantage of the circumstances that you have. And this is the main premise of this video. Like, we gotta be, gentlemen, like commander on the battlefield. Instead of thinking, oh man, I just lost this entire division or army or whatever, I gotta use what I have and somehow take it to my advantage so I can achieve a breakthrough and win the battle, win the war, whatever. That's our purpose. It's not about being, crushed by things. It's about having the mindset to use these things to the best of your capabilities. And I sincerely believe in it. And I think this is the mindset that always keeps me going. And I'm probably a bigger loser than you. I'm probably a bigger loser than most of people watching this. Because, well, in most fields of my life, I have lost. Financial relationships, sport, things I care about, I lost. But I never gave up. I had bad moments, and it's not gonna be like with this mindset you will never feel bad. Absolutely not. You will. You definitely will. But you will have the strength and power to use these things for your advantage and to eventually get better and eventually make it. Just like, I made it in many things, still have plenty of things to achieve, still have plenty of things to do. I'm literally just a guy that's on the internet sharing his mindset and whatnot, but like, I think this is so useful. I think this is so fundamental when it comes to our perception and our functioning, that it's absolutely necessary to use this approach. I can't imagine any other way. I'm really curious if you have any other, way of dealing with these things. But I think this is one of the best, when you literally just take the circumstances you have and turn them into your advantage. And yeah, when you're losing, so what? You're losing. It happens. But you have the power and you have the knowledge that you are capable of using these defeats into your own advantage. So you no longer fear them. You no longer fear yourself, your reaction. You know yourself. Which is basically what philosophers always tell us. Know yourself. And you can depend on yourself. You can make it. You can go through it. And with that knowledge, you're unstoppable.